Obviously, there are lots of different ways to make money in crypto. You can trade, you can game, you can be active in ecosystems promoting airdrops or even with NFTs. But have you heard of SocialFi? It's going to be huge during the next bull run. Now, XCAD is big in the SocialFi space. And what's more, it lets you earn passive income in the easiest possible way. There's no need to go out and run or something like in Move to Earn. No, the only thing that you have to do is watch YouTube videos. And in so doing, you're joining the watch to earn revolution. XCAD is the real pioneer in this category. You can also check out some of our earlier videos that I made about them. But the real takeaway here and the addressable market that we're talking about is 2.1 billion active YouTube users. And with that number in mind, you can see how massive the potential is here. Some of the biggest YouTube influencers have seen this potential as well. They've invested in XCAD, guys like Mr. Beast and also KSI. Perhaps you've heard of them. Welcome to our channel. My name is Maddie, and this is Altcoin Buzz. As always, I wish you the best of luck if you choose to invest. Just keep in mind, I'm not a financial or investment advisor. And so, of course, this video is not official financial or investment advice. Let's talk about what XCAD Network is in the first place. So it's a platform that's active, obviously, on YouTube, or rather, more precisely, you need to be the active one on YouTube. It's a fan token and NFT platform, and some of the biggest content creators in the world are part of XCAD. If you know Chili's, then you have a reference. However, XCAD is not all about football, clubs, or their fans. Instead, it's for YouTubers because it allows fans to get closer to their favorite creators. And at the same time, creators can grow by having more fans. So the fans, who are Web 2 users, watch their favorite creators' videos on YouTube. Here's the connection between Web 2 and Web 3. In return, they receive the creator's token. Now, you only need to download the XCAD plugin, which helps the creators by improving their position with the YouTube algorithm. So it works kind of like Air Miles, right? As a loyalty program. The amount of creator tokens you receive depends on the amount of XCAD tokens you hold. And of course, the more the merrier. As a fan, you can redeem the tokens for meet and greets or maybe a back follow on Instagram. And you can only buy the perks with the creator tokens. Now, to get those creator tokens, you need XCAD. So there's a continuous demand for the XCAD token built in here as a mechanism. Hundreds of creators already take part and together account for over 750 million subscribers. Now, all these YouTubers already have their own token on XCAD, and it's in their interest to promote their tokens. So this is constantly happening. XCAD can also boast some pretty serious backers. As already mentioned, KSI, Mr. Beast, both of those guys have already invested. And let's face it, if Mr. Beast is going to talk about XCAD to hit millions of subscribers, really, you can't get better marketing clout online than that. And of course, others are going to subsequently join and others will buy XCAD too. Furthermore, there's also Zilliqa and Jump Trading. The latter also invested in Chili's, and they reached a $4 billion market cap. And just for comparison purposes, this could mean that the XCAD token could increase 100x if it were to reach the same market cap. Amidst the growing interest in SocialFi, XCAD really does stand out. For example, it can already boast a whole ecosystem. And as I already mentioned, I expect SocialFi to do very well during the upcoming bull run. And of course, I'm not the only one who thinks so. So with that in mind, let's take a look at XCAD's ecosystem, because we have here, for example, DXCAD DEX, and here, among other things, you can trade your XCAD tokens. It also has a pool and a staking option. There's the influencer market cap. This is kind of like CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, but you can track and analyze creator tokens. There's the XCAD plugin and mobile app. So you can watch YouTube, you can earn rewards, you can swap tokens, and of course buy perks. We have the XCAD governance portal, where you can propose or vote on important changes. It's a decentralized platform, by the way. And there's the Launchpad, where creators can launch their tokens. This happens with a creator liquidity offering, or a CLO, and this requires around 50,000 XCAD on average. In other words, that's 7.5 million XCAD locked up from 150 creators, which represents about 20% of their circulating supply. However, there are still another 30,000 YouTubers with at least 1 million subscribers. So ask yourself, what if they start to find their way towards XCAD? It just represents another massive potential upside for the platform. The XCAD token launched on the DAO Maker DEX. However, during the recent bear market, it did hold its value well. And that's partially due to the team because they kept building actively during the bear market. And this actually makes them the best performing asset that ever launched on DAO Maker. So obviously there's a lot happening right now at XCAD. And one thing that stands out in particular is their roadmap. The biggest news is the launch of their V2 ecosystem. And the three focal points here are, number one, users buying perks, right? That's you, that's me. Number two, YouTuber promotion. And number three, a new SocialFi app. This new SocialFi app works like FriendTech. However, it combines Web 2 and Web 3 creators, and so potentially it can reach many more users. Furthermore, FriendTech doesn't have a native token, but here, XCAD has a lot of potential if it can reach the same volume as FriendTech. XCAD's new SocialFi app runs on the BNB chain. However, instead of using BNB, it already has its own native token, and this should create even more demand for the XCAD token. The new SocialFi app, by the way, could launch next month in December, so be sure to look out for that. It's going to be dropping imminently. Major YouTubers are about to start promoting the V2 ecosystem. This should happen in late Q4, possibly Q1 of 2024. And there's also going to be a launch of an L2 chain. Each creator will be their own app, which is pretty cool. You will need the XCAD token for gas fees. All gas fees are burned, and so XCAD will be deflationary as a result. Now, each creator that launches their token will do so with a CLO on the launchpad. However, the liquidity does not go to the creator. Instead, it gets locked in liquidity, and this makes the token even more scarce and even more deflationary. We see a lot of action happening in the XCAD network. YouTubers with 750 million subs are going to issue their tokens and promote them. The CHZ token reached a high market cap during the last bull run, but keep in mind that football clubs did not and still don't promote the fan tokens. But that's different because the YouTubers certainly will. An L2 chain is coming up. A V2 is launching soon, both of which are going to drive volume, users, and demand. XCAD is ready for the bull run, and SocialFi will be in the driver's seat.